How you doing?
Hi, I'm here with He Knows Your Name. So we just want to ask you a question about the event. So what do you think about the event, He Knows Your Name, and Safe Haven Law celebration?
So when I made the comments, we're a state that respects life and the sanctity of it. And you have a group like this that has done such an astounding job at doing something where you never want that to occur and had such a long stretch. And then here just recently, you can see we're probably just due to lack of education and knowledge, it occurred again. I'm going to always be there speaking for those that are weakest, that are most vulnerable in organizations like this, Right to Life, foster parents, adoption organizations. All of that is important.
Last question on that is, so Linda Zanaco asked for the legislators to do more with education. How can you and the legislators support her in that initiative?
So I hope legislators take that up. That's something we're going to be interested in as the governor's office, and we'll see what happens. Whenever you're calling for something like this should be where everyone's behind it.
Governor, you said you had the support of the Senate.
On the redistricting?
How do you get the Senate to take a vote on this issue?
So here's how it happens. When you see now that Republicans have finally gotten off of their seat and stood up, and when you see that the orchestration so far has been to give time to get them there, and when that decision was made by the Senator Bray, that's because it was so close. With all the pressure, all the stuff that's going to come from here forward, this is just in the first inning. So we're going to see what happens. The House is already publicly out there for it, anxious for them to get a bill out there that they send to the Senate. So I think almost all Republicans now know the reasons behind it, and only a few are foot draggers, and it's going to be up to the Senate to get their act in order.
Any worry that there may be some implications in all this? Because if you look at, first of all, there's been no map yet released, number one. Number two,
that's valid to see a map, but not going public with the discussion and getting yourself out there, hiding behind closed doors. That's what is minimally required. And then, yes, once you get to crafting it, that's a whole other issue. But it's a much different case when you're not getting it into the public discussion, and that's what this is all about.
Can you force the Senate?
Why don't we have a map yet? Several lawmakers saying they don't want to be forced to take a position on something they haven't seen.
Once you get in and have a session, then you craft the map. So,
what's your thoughts on President Trump saying you're not doing enough to get the votes?
I think President Trump knows that I'm fully behind it. All of our delegation is, one of our two senators, most of the state office holders, and now increasingly more Republicans when they understand how unfair it's been when you look at the other side raising almost all the objection when they've gerrymandered it to a point they can't do it any further. That is just getting out there. If there's been anything, we haven't made the case about how uneven the playing field is. I'm going to end with this. You look at the 6 bluest states in the country, other than California, in New England, haven't had a Republican congressman, and they're proportioned about like we are, blue to red versus us red to blue. We've been flat-footed. The 6 reddest states are probably the Dakotas, Wyoming, Alaska, Montana. They have maybe 1 congressional district or 2. It's so lopsided and imbalanced, it's a question of evening up the playing field. We're just getting started. We're in the first inning. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.